business jacket. Because I live with a businessman, see?
Advertisers come to YouTube to connect with potential customers.
I always feel weird because Patrick has like really nice clothes like this. And you can see over here. See here, he's got all these fucking ties hanging up and shit.
That their ads only show against content that aligns with their brand. That's a...
This was just posted on YouTube Creators 25 minutes ago. And here's me. I'm always in like, you know, like my shorts and that was not good for my back. And my shirt and t-shirts. And I'm just kind of like, I'm here. And then he's wearing like a fucking full-on suit. We're such a great pair, huh? I know for a fact that this video is not a coincidence to what I have been saying.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Bitches. Hello. Welcome to today. I'm with it a little more earlier than usual. Go me. Slept out here in the living room again. You know, like I've been trying to sleep in the bed because, you know, I have PTSD and I get night terrors. So like, fall off the bed and yeah, or wake Patrick up. And then my back. I don't know why, but even though we have like that firmest mattress still, it's like sometimes the floor is the best thing. So I slept on the floor last night and I slept good. Woke up, hung out while everybody got ready to go to work. And then I've been sitting here working on my music and stuff. So yeah. Put my video up about Manny being a bad friend. Oh yeah, save the song. I'm saving this song. So I'm working on the song about James Charles. I don't know if I'm gonna rap in it. I'm not a rapper, guys. I'm not. Listen to my voice. It's so raspy. I can do this. I should probably just like use my raspy voice and try to sound like a monster and be like to the mic. I'm not going to do that. So I got some clips. You know how I like to take audio from other places and put it in my music? Because sometimes other people or other things say things better than me. I don't know. I found a bunch of old, like, stranger danger PSAs from, like, the 70s and stuff. Some of them are really, yeah. But some of them are actually interesting. So I thought, oh, I can clip some of these along with James Charles clips in the song. There we go. So that's what I'm doing. I was just moving what this isn't my final song that I just exported my song so that I can then move it to the computer, because it's like a music video I'm making, or like a video collage or some shit. Music video collage or something, I don't know. About James Charles being a predator. So, yeah, I'm gonna move my rough, you know, cut of my song over and put it in Premiere Pro, and then try to like look at the clips and stuff, and then I can take the audio I like from the clips and clean it up in GarageBand and fix it and stuff. But I just wanted to start kind of working on the visual part too, because it's both. So we're doing this morning, we're getting our shit together, doing laundry, hanging out, making shit happen. Yeah, maybe I'll film a reaction later for my new channel. Hoping that, you know, because I feel good in my voice, that I can do that. So yeah, that's what's going on for today, guys. Hello. So I'm working on my video. Yeah, I'm at the part where I'm like, okay, I got my clips in here and stuff. Yeah, so I'm clipping James Charles's video. I'm kind of thinking he might be able to tell the whole thing for us. He can do the lyrics, / with all the other things about internet safety and whatnot. So yeah, hanging out. Trying to decide if I want to do a reaction video or not. Because my voice is so bad, so I've been trying to rest it. So we might do that tomorrow. That might be fun to do tomorrow. And I can put some makeup on and stuff. Put a wig on. Thinking we're doing full coverage first. Think I might want to do that. So, yeah. Just hanging out. Coffee. Brian Fatburger has a court hearing today, which is weird. This court hearing seems weird because they're having a witness come in, and we get to know who the witness is. This has been a protected witness in the case the whole time, and today, suddenly, the witness is going to be called in to testify, and it's going to be open, and we're going to just find out who this person is. The weirdest fucking case ever. Like, damn. Damn, Jody must be jealous, because this case is just, what the fuck? You know, like, wow. Yeah, and then I saw Tana did a podcast with Jeff where they exposed James and David Dobrik. Might have to watch that. So we got lots going on. Lots going on. God, I haven't been smoking today. I'm like, I better cut that out so like my back is like, yeah, so I haven't been like smoking today, so like to help it, but I think it's just the allergies. My mom's voice has gotten bad again, and the pollen count's really high. It was funny, we were like, you know they have the neti pots to clean out your nose and your sinuses because of the allergies? I was like, damn, I wish there was something like that for your lungs. And my mom was like, well, you can just get oxygen. What? They have oxygen canisters, I know. I'm like, but for hiking, like in high altitudes, they have oxygen canisters. And then you can even buy your own like oxygen concentrators and shit. I didn't know that, but I thought like that stuff was strictly medical. But when I saw, I was like, that makes sense for like hiking and high altitudes and stuff. But I thought those little canisters were smart to get, because me and Patrick go up to the tram sometimes, and that hill and everything, I think it, you know, just in case you're feeling a little winded or whatever, it's to prevent you from having altitude sickness. Because one of the things when you have low O2 in your body, it actually throws off the chemical balance in your body and will make your body acidic. And so you're prone to all these problems and you get sick, and that's why people throw up when they get altitude sickness, because their body is, body chemistry has been thrown out of whack, and so they're having more acid. Remember that acid in the stomach I was telling you about? So you're throwing that up. It's pretty gnarly. So yeah, it's so weird how that happens, the whole, you know, chemical imbalance. Like I had my professor, one of my nursing professors, when I was in nursing school before I dropped out, she said that she had a patient, she was an ER nurse for a while, and she had a patient once who, and this is how she describes this, she goes, I had a patient once who was living the party lifestyle. She said it like this, she goes, living the party lifestyle, and he took something and he fell asleep on his arm for 3 days, and that was so bad it threw off his chemical imbalance. He had to be put into a coma because he fell asleep on his arm for 3 days. That is some crazy. I believe it though. I believe it, because your nerves are very sensitive and stuff. So even just laying on them for too long, that's why it's very, very important when people are on bed rest or like people who can't move themselves get moved because of the circulation and stuff, and you can get bed sores from pressure points where your bones are, your knees and shit. People are prone to them on their heels, they're back. And so that's why you have to turn them every like 2 hours. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable here. But you have to turn people every 2 hours to make sure that they don't get those things. I remember that was very stressed to us in the nursing school and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on. Working on my shit. I'm like getting to a point where I'm like, I gotta clip all this and stuff. And I'm thinking about like what I want to clip. So I worked on this song most of this morning and junk, so I might cut off and do something else. I don't know what yet. Yeah, so, you know, sometimes I get in these, like, where I get to a point where I'm creatively burned out and I need to sit here for a minute and then I can get back on shit. That's why I have multiple projects going on, too, is because, like, when I get bored of one thing, I can move on to the other thing, and so I'm still doing shit. Yeah, I have creative ADD or something. So, yeah, just wanted to show you guys what I was doing here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have James do this, and then I got, like, you know, the PSAs of, like, the old stuff, so it's pretty good. I think this is gonna be pretty good. I had to dig out my old footage of James Charles. This is from, I had to pull out my drive because I had the old footage of James Charles, like, apology to his victims, because, you know, when I had to do everything for the LAPD and send it to them. Yeah, so, yeah. I had to cut the videos in a certain way, and then I had to put this, like, little warning. This wasn't a warning, but it was like information on what's the video, what the video is about, how long the video is, who's speaking in the video, that kind of thing for the LA. It was crazy, so put it in my Dropbox. Yeah, and they picked it up, so. Yeah, they have that, James. James, if you're watching, they have that, James Charles. The LAPD has that video right there. They have that. They have that. I submitted to them through the portal. There's a Tori Amos song called, is it Bells for Her? Maybe your song for the day. It's a really good song. I think I linked it on your on the playlist last one. So Bells for Her. It was a, what's it called? A Yellow Jacket song. Bells for Her by Tori Amos. And there is a part where in the beginning it says through the portal they can make amends. I submitted this video through the portal to the LAPD. All they said was we needed a victim to come forward to their local jurisdiction and let them know there's a case waiting in LA. Because I started it. They just need a victim. They just need a victim to come forward. That's all they need. They said that's all they need is a victim to come forward to their local jurisdiction because of, you know, like, shit. But just let them know when they go in to fill out the report about James Charles online and what he did and what he solicited, to let them know that there is a case waiting in LA because that's where James Charles lives and people have already submitted stuff and there's paperwork. Like I'm saying, like, I'm the only one who fucking did something. I'm the only one. Millions of people. Millions of people. Invisible. Keisha. Desert Mermaid. Get the fuck out, right? Look, guys. The judge for Brian Koberger has his own YouTube channel. Judge John Judge, because his last name's Judge. But he's got his own channel now. Like, isn't that cool, guys? Isn't that dope? Judges are now streamers. I know, it's so funny. So we're getting ready for the Koberger hearing. I was like, ooh, I should get some coffee for this. Let's get some coffee. Let's have some coffee. Because we can, because we're not in prison or jail right now like Koberger, so I'm Battery's at half right now, so if it dies, I'll be right back. But yeah, I like to let it run. So let's see. I love this stuff. I know I should learn to make my own cold brew. Yeah, so I was on Google Scholar looking up stuff about probiotics. I didn't see anything like I had heard years ago about them not working, but I saw stuff about like the different like bacterias and stuff that are useful. I saw a study on people who had ulcerative colitis. I forget the two. It was the lactobacillus bacterium, and then the other one was a bee name that were in the study shown to actually help people with ulcerative colitis, you know, improve their symptoms over a 6-week course. And I saw some other things saying that taking probiotics are actually good for your mental health. I know that's a fuck ton of creamer, but I don't care. We're watching Fat Burger. Anyway, so I know I got more of this cold foam stuff that Remy recommended. See, look. I know you girls are watching me while you're in fucking Korea, while you're sitting up there in your hotel room, drinking and bored in the middle of the night. I know you are. Remy, I buy this because of you. You showed me how it worked. You articulated about it. You were like, this is like a coffee shop. It's like the foam. You made something. You showed how it works. Does this sponsor you in any way? I don't think so. I think it's just something you buy. I buy it now because of Remy. Because it was a real product she bought. And it was authentic. And she was able to articulate about it because she liked it. Not because I don't think she was trying to get a sponsor. I don't know if they sponsor people. You know, there's some companies that don't do influencer sponsorships, and they've done just fine. They've done just fine over the last decade. Some of them are laughing at the other companies now, so yeah, I got my coffee. We're gonna watch Fat Burger. I just love that the judge has his own live. This judge was like, fuck it. Fuck it, we're going live. You guys want an open court? Fuck it, we're going live, motherfuckers. Let's go. I'm like, it's like in 2024, judges are streamers now. Yeah, so Philip's hanging out with me too. Where's your vlog, Philip? Where's your vlog? Nope. Hey, yeah, so we should be getting some Korean Japanese vlogs soon. Alicia's gonna tell us all about how you have to carry your trash around Japan. I remember mentioning that back in one of my vlogs, girl. It was funny when I was watching that short with Patrick, and I go, she's talking about just fashion stuff, right? And I'm like, Patrick, she's gonna mention something about the garbage in Japan and no trash cans because I mentioned it. Boom, there it is. And they're just weird things where it looks like I'm reaching, but there's been too many things that have lined up. And girl, we know you go over to Reddit, and I know you have fake ass accounts over there. Guess what? I have been learning, sometimes late at night when I can't sleep, how to data scrape Reddit. You can do that. Did you know that? You can data scrape Reddit and certain subreddits and get all the user information. You can find out their IP addresses. And I'm telling you, that fucking VPN shit, that only works on the streamer shit when streamers are trying to... That shit's not going to work very much anymore. I heard VPNs are dumb. Like, they're good. Like, you know, having a firewall. It's like something you have to have, like a firewall and cybersecurity and all that crap. But it's not something that's going to prevent anybody from tracing you or hacking you, if you know what I mean. Because if you scrape a website the right way, you can see the IP addresses and then, you know, triangulate from there. There's ways around that server crap and that, how it does that, so. SOL, bitches. I'm gonna be exposing you all and what you're doing. Should have DM'd me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start my reaction channel tomorrow. I think we're gonna do that tomorrow. I think I'm trying to decide, do I want to wear a green wig or a pink wig? Yeah, I don't know. I gotta finish laundry too. I know. Let's see. I'm sure I have time. You can hang out pants with me. Wash my jeans first. I always wash my jeans first because there's usually not as much of them. It's usually my first load. And then I do the bigger loads afterwards. It's like if I get tired and I don't feel like hanging up because we hang our wet clothes. That's the hard part for me, is hanging them and standing there and hanging it. But, so if I get lazy, I just have this little itty bitty load and not a bunch of crap to like hang up. Oh, my Buddha's on. Whoa. Sorry if you got motion sickness there. My Buddha's on. Let's see if I can balance you on the bed without falling. There's my Buddha's on. Pastor still got his shit up in the closet. He had like a thing last night after work. So, he has his like business jacket out. Yeah, his business jacket. Because I live with a businessman, see? I always feel weird because Patrick has like really nice clothes like this. And you can see over here. See here, he's got all these fucking ties hanging up and shit. And here's me. I'm always in like, you know, like my shorts and that was not good for my back. And my shirt and t-shirts. And I'm just kind of like, I'm here. And then he's wearing like a fucking full-on suit. We're such a great pair, huh? No, it's fun. It's fun. Okay, and pant hangers. Those seem to be the things we run out the most. Pant hangers. I'm coming. I know, I'm not trying to leave you here in the silence or something, so, yeah. Woo. So, these jeans, I still really like those Rock and Republic jeans I showed you when I bought them. I like them, they're nice. The only thing is, they're a little bit too long and I have to roll the bottoms up. But, I'm hoping that I can eventually learn how to hem my clothes so that I could take it off the bottom. And honestly, hemming pants is something I should learn to do. So Patrick doesn't have to get his pants tailored. Because there's sometimes where he buys pants and he'll go get them hemmed at the dry cleaner. They do a great job and all, but I wish it was so. I should be able to do that as like his, well, I'm not his wife yet. I know, it's like after 15 and a half years, you know, I still don't know. I still haven't decided. I mean, we've been together, engaged for 10 years, and I still just don't know. No. Yeah, we're not married for a lot of reasons. Basically, financially, because we're like financial geeks and shit. And so, like, financially, if like either one of us died, we'd be leaving the other one with a ass load of debt. And we don't want to do that, so we're waiting till one day where we don't have. Well, if I died, you know, it would be some medical problem and there'd be all these bills and shit. So, and there was a time where I was really, I know it's morbid sounding. It's really morbid sounding me talking about this. Sorry, trigger warning, but there was a time where I was really fucking sick. Like, where my pancreatic levels were higher than the fucking machine could count. And they're putting leads on me and they're waiting for me to, like, the nurse is like, yeah, we have to put these on you because you might code. And I need to know if you code so I can start CPR on you. Do you know how scary that is? Do you know how scary it is to have a nurse come in and she's even freaked out over your labs? And she has to then she had to sit there with me in the room because they thought I was going to code at any minute. She's like, yeah, I have to sit in here now. And she like brought her whole computer in and like a chair and she sat there. And then they then you know, reevaluated me, and they're like, okay, they're coming down, but you're being admitted to the hospital. And then I didn't eat for 3 days. No, isn't that crazy? Oh, this is flashing. This is gonna go. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. They just started.
What training do you have?
So I'm gonna go. They have the witness up already.
Some time ago, I went through
Like, this is not court. Like, this is a hearing. Why is there a witness? Why is there a witness on the stand? I'm so confused by that. It's like we're having mini trials. I'll catch up with you after this.
And I was like, no, she seems like very normal and fine. Like, I don't know. And so we ended up calling like a department within the police that were like,
well, God forbid if the next week you saw something in the news or paper and you were like, I didn't say anything.
I know. See something, say something. So I
See something, say something.
Cal ended up being on the phone. I called my.
Remember that video I did last fall yelling at James Charles? And I told you the motto of the LAPD is see something, say something. Don't worry, Alicia. I've been saying a lot of things to some people about you and Remy and Heath and Zane, David, James definitely, Manny, Laura, Patrick Starr. They're people that you wouldn't like me talking to, but I do. And these people are mind blown, and they affect your career. You should have DM'd me. And another thing. How is this an intro when it's in the middle? Isn't this more like a intermission type deal, type moment right here? I see you, Heath. I see you smoking on something in there. What are you smoking on? That's usually what I think when I see this shit. But yeah. That's not an intro anymore, guys. That's an intermission. What is that? I know you think this shit is funny, but it's not, because this is how you pay your bills. I'm gonna start talking to you guys like Foodie Beauty. People talk to Foodie Beauty, but this is how you pay your fucking bills. And some of your family members' bills. You know what I'm talking about, Alicia. You know what it means to have to shoulder all that responsibility on your own. That's why you drink, to feel free. I'm not dumb, but this ain't no fucking intro. This is like an intermission. This is a fuck up here, guys. What are you doing? Okay. Peter Mon posted this long ass video today where he's like spilling tea on Manny. Wow, Manny. Wow. Wow, I told him already. The Nikita Dragon. That someone in Manny's family, Manny's homophobic family. Sorry, Manny. Not just because your Hispanic family, Manny, is homophobic doesn't mean everybody else's Hispanic family is. Fuck you, Manny, for that. Fuck you for that. That's bullshit. That your family didn't want somebody else in your family dating Nikita Dragon because she's trans. That's their choice. And then you go on these tours with your dad, and like, my dad used to be homophobic, and now he's not, and he's sitting there, and it's, you guys aren't helping the LGBTQAI plus community at all. What are you doing? You're just making our culture look bad, Manny. So fuck you for that.
Yeah, not cool, dude.
Not cool. That is so messed up. Like I said, I have gay family members. I had one that was shot in the 80s. It's not a problem. We love and support them. Always have, always will. Never a fucking problem. Like your family, Manny. So fuck you for that. So, anyways, we're gonna finish Peter's video, which is very good. Very good. Good job, Peter. He never watches. I'm sure he's not watching this shit, but we're having a bondiga soup. Yum. Nice Mexican food. I love Mexican food. You know, food that comes from people with values, unlike Manny. So disappointing, so disappointing. So I'm gonna do that and have my chips. Their chips are very good. Very good. People like the Cokes from Mexico because they don't use high fructose corn syrup, they use cane sugar. So, yeah. Anyways, can I go eat dinner? Yeah.
If you're in the YouTube Partner Program and want to make money through ads, your content needs to follow our advertiser-friendly content guidelines. Advertisers come to YouTube to connect with potential customers. That their ads only show against content that aligns with their brand. That's like...
This was just posted on YouTube Creators 25 minutes ago. I know for a fact that this video is not a coincidence to what I have been saying. So hi, good morning. Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, I know why that got posted. Yay! Go Desert Mermaid being the smallest invisible YouTube channel on the platform, but yes, knows more about the advertising side and the marketing side than YouTubers like Alicia and Remy who have been on here for over 10 years. Are you mind blown? Are you mind blown? Do you still think I'm just talking to myself and I'm crazy? You see? There's a lot of advertisers and marketers talking now. Have you ever heard of the book? I think it's The Millionaire Next Door. And it's a book about people who have money and are actually really important, but they would live in normal suburban neighborhoods. They don't live in country clubs. They don't live in mansions. They live in modest places because they're saving their money or they're investing it, or sometimes they just like where they live. Sometimes liking where you live has nothing to do with how much money you have. You know, you could have lots of money and still want to live in this quiet, small little neighborhood where you know everybody and you grew up. There's some people who have money like that and do those types of things, or they choose to keep their used car because, well, it still works, and why would I get a new one when this one works, you know? Just to impress other people or be flashy, you know what I mean? You know, when you're confident in yourself, you don't need all these things like that to prove to the world that you're worth something or you're important or look what I have. Really shouldn't matter. It's what's inside. And that's why I've also said on YouTube with this, it's becoming like that episode of Black Mirror when everybody had a social score above them. That's what this is turning into. So this new advertising climate that's going to be rolling up in here into the next, it's probably going to be a 5-year, 5, he said. 5, yeah, 5, he said 5. 5-year rollout to when it's not going to be like this influencer market anymore. Yeah, it's early anyway, so. Cough. I'm waking up. So yeah, I need to edit this vlog, but I'm still waking up and stuff. So yeah, just been sitting here watching some YouTubes. Put a lidocaine patch on my shoulder because it was hurting. My back is achy, but not too bad. So I've just been sitting here and stretching because I don't really want to smoke because of my lungs and stuff. So I've just been kind of here stretching. I've been using my vape if I need to, but I know. Like, I'm like, I don't, because of my lungs and stuff, and yeah. I wish I had a neti pot to clear my lungs. Yeah, I know. I know. We all have our problems in life. Mine's my pain in my back and trying to manage that. I think when I see my doctor coming up, because we were going to talk about my shoulders, and I want cortisone. I want a cortisone injection in my shoulder. I want to see if I can go back to pain management to get a tune-up on my back. Tune-up. I feel like if I got some cortisone injection or two into my SI joints, that would really help this achiness I've been having when I wake up. Because it doesn't matter if I'm in the bed, which our bed is a nice bed. It's a very, very nice bed. We were very fortunate to get this really nice bed. And it's still not firm enough. It was the firmest mattress there. The firmest mattress they made. And it's still not, like, firm enough for me sometimes. Like, I sleep in the bed some nights, and then I don't. And then, like, also, too, you know, with the night terrors and stuff. Yeah, there's just a lot of reasons why I sleep on the floor sometimes. I know. It's just weird, right? I'm just so weird, so... So, I'm hoping that maybe if I get, like, a tune-up in my back with the SI joints, that it'll just, you know, because it's been 10 years since I've had the ablations, I think. Almost 10 years. It's been a number of years since I've had my ablations done in my back. And then before that, they did cortisone injections. But I'm hoping that because I've had the ablations, like, I just need the cortisone. And yes, I still have pain. I'll still have pain, but it won't be as overwhelming. And it's enough to take off so I can just move forward. So, yeah, I'm going to keep waking up. There's not a lot on YouTube. Peter Mon's video was good. Did I link that? I think I did. Did I link it? Did I link Peter's video? Yeah. Yeah, me and Patrick. Patrick, I was only halfway through that video, and then he comes home, and I'm like, you want to finish Peter's video with me? He's like, yeah. I'm like, let me catch you up. Let me tell you about Nikita and how Manny's a shit friend and not actually a role model for the LGBTQAI plus youth. He's not. He's not. He doesn't actually stand up for what he believes in. It's like, after seeing that video and hearing what I heard about Manny this week, it's like no wonder Rich Lux used to call Manny Mooch, and all this stuff makes sense now. And I kind of wish that this had been said years ago, because I almost feel like because nobody said anything about these things about Manny years ago, we heard Jeffree Star and some other people like, you know, Manny Mooch and making fun of him and saying he's a snake and stuff. But we didn't know why. So it just looks like Jeffree Star and these other people are just being petty assholes. Because us as the audience we were clueless as to know why you guys were actually bickering. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you remember when Alicia did that influencer video? Where she did that, how it's hard to be an influencer video, and Manny was in it? And he talked about how Jeffree Star was the person who helped him, like, get into the makeup industry. And he wouldn't know anything if it wasn't for Jeffree. And it was, like, right after they had a fallout. Yeah. I wonder if she took that video down. I think she did. It didn't do well. It didn't do well at all, that video. Because it was, like... You know, Alicia does this, I hate saying trauma dump, but she does do that to her audience. She just recently did that with her shorts, where, like I said, Alicia cycles where she'll do this thing where she's like, oh my God, I don't feel like enough. I feel like I have the lowest self-esteem. I always thought my legs were chunky, and I always didn't like my stomach or my nose or the way I look. And then everybody comes to her and goes, oh, Alicia, we love you. You're beautiful. Blah, 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 blah. And then once those comments stop and she's like kind of in a weird, bad place, she'll do that again where she's like, oh no, I feel ugly, I feel ugly. Everybody's like, oh no, 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 you're pretty. Starts to go down. I don't feel so good anymore. I don't feel like I'm enough. I feel ugly. I have fat thighs. Oh no, Alicia, you're beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about. That's what Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn do. But after a few cycles of it and a number of years, it stops working. Like, I talk about my problems and stuff, but I talk about my problems and how I'm dealing with them and working through them and acknowledging that this isn't something I should put on my audience, which I don't really have one, but, you know, this isn't something you should put on your subscribers. You know, like, if you're going to tell them in a way to inspire them, but I feel like Alicia doesn't do that. And here's the other thing. I don't know if Alicia has body dysmorphia or not. That's her deal, not mine. It's between her and her doctors. But there's a lot of women like me who are bigger than Alicia. We're curvier, we're more plus size, we wear bigger clothes. Alicia's actually average size. Like, she seems like on the I hate saying skinny, but you know, like slender side, where like someone like me, I'm thick, you know, like I need to lose weight thick and stuff, right? There's a lot of people who go through that. So when someone who, you know, has a personal trainer and goes to Pilates in LA somewhere and, you know, shows eating those factor meals, and when she did go to that dietitian, a lot of us don't have access to those things, and I feel like when this sounds bad, but we all have the right to complain about our bodies and stuff, but when you do it constantly like Alicia does, and she's not overweight, and she's looking at her body that way and putting herself down, other people start to think, is that how Alicia sees other people who are bigger? Because I've encountered that. I felt that way. I've heard other friends when we would watch something, and someone would be there complaining, and I'd have one of my friends go, oh my God, she has no fucking idea. She has no idea. Come talk to me when you have to go find a bra. So that's the other thing. Like, I can only wear one bra because of my large chest. I can only wear one bra from Soma, and that's it. And my shoulders, I can't wear straps on my, you know what I mean? Sometimes I can't find a top that fits for me because of my boobs. I can't, those dresses I tried on at Macy's, I needed an extra large because my tits just didn't fit in them. I don't think Alicia has that issue. You see what I'm saying? So when someone who doesn't struggle as hard as some people, or most of their audience possibly, because I've been looking at who bought Parallel Apparel and stuff, and there's a range of body sizes of women and men that follow Alicia. And when you see someone who is of average weight complaining that they feel fat and ugly and not good enough all the time, their audience will start to take that on. Like with Alexandra Rodriguez, I keep calling her Alexandra Rodriguez. Can talk. She lied about her, like, the sizing of her clothes, and would say she's a smaller size than she was. And a lot of the women who were that size would look at her and go, oh my God, is that what am I really that big or that large? And with the sizing, right? she probably really shouldn't have said, like, what her sizes are, because, like, everybody's different, whatever. But I get it. I don't really get how that plus size lookbook shit works, but she would say that, and then, like, her audience would, you know, like, it would transfer to them going, oh my god, I'm in that size, am I that large? Or am I overweight? Because Alex would then say how she feels bad about her body and she'd get lipo done. So, like, Alexandra Rodriguez would say she's like a size 18 or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And then she lied about getting her tummy tuck and said she lost that being sick. And then it came out she had a tummy tuck because you could tell with the belly button and stuff. She was doing bathing suit, plus size bathing suit shit and everything. And it made people feel bad. And then she said she lost that weight on Weight Watchers. And some of her fans who had joined Weight Watchers because of her aren't losing weight like she did, and they felt bad. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you're talking about your body image online, I think that's what I'm getting at. Your body image, not your weight specifically, but just your body image, because I mentioned like nose and shit. It transfers to your audience. And they start thinking, if this person I follow, if this is how they see themselves, how are they looking at other people? Which is not always the same. I know, like, a lot of people will look at themselves, you know, and scrutinize yourself a lot harder than you do other people. You know, we're usually our worst critics, right? But that's what happens, especially when you have younger audience members, which Alicia did say. She had a 6-year-old come up to her at Disney. I get it, she changed her content around and stuff, but when your core audience is young like that, and you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to drinking. I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of, I don't know. I get it, she wanted to keep that subscriber count number, but, like, normally when people want to rebrand and shit, they just start new channels. They don't start doing something new on the channel and then hope that it'll change. You see what I'm saying? Because Alicia would have gotten herself monetized on a new channel pretty fast. Would have been better engagement and better growth, but because she decided to stay on these old channels, she really should start a new channel. It would probably be really good. It would be good boost for engagement and stuff. And then, yeah, see where it goes from there. I don't know. But I just wanted to mention that because there's a lot of times where influencers mention those things. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then you see that they surround themselves with other people. Like those LA, I have to look perfect and have Botox people. And you're like, you start thinking, this creator would never, ever hang out with me because I don't look good enough. I don't have enough followers. I'm not perfect enough. And that's what this starts saying, and it's not good. And it's not healthy for Alicia either. It's not healthy for her. She, like I said, these are things she really struggles with. She should be talking to her doctors about it and not continuing to dump this on her audience because it doesn't work for them either. It's not good mentally for her audience as well, because I'm telling you, there's going to be girls that follow Alicia who are younger still, and they're still trying to grow up in their 20s and find their way and get comfortable with their bodies. And if they see someone like Alicia putting themselves down and they think Alicia looks beautiful to me, why is she putting herself down? Wow. Am I ugly? Just something I've noticed, you know, as an older woman, you know, growing up and trying to mature in the world. That's just something I've become aware about, you know. And really, like, the way your body looks on the outside doesn't, it matters, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, your health is what matters, your well-being on the inside, because when you have to start from the inside and then it works its way out. So, like, when you start eating healthy and, you know, drinking your water and not having all these sugars like I do, you you're gonna start to have that exude on the outside as well. Kind of like when people, you know, work on themselves or self-growth and stuff, and people will tell them, oh my God, you seem so happy, you look so good, but nothing really changed. They're just happier. Like with Remy, like when I saw a year ago to now, she looks so much more like energy. She looks so much more energized than a year ago. So, you know what I mean? When you start to work on the inside. And yeah, you know, like the weight loss, I just hate that people tie weight loss to looks and not your health. And then like looks come in and then people get their feelings hurt and all this stuff, and it just sucks. It just makes it more complicated when you add in like the way you look with weight loss and health. I think it's a fuck situation. Yeah, I've been talking a lot. Wow. This is gonna be a long vlog again. I guess you guys are used to me talking, right? So maybe I'll just end this so I can start editing. Yeah, I'm gonna end this so I can start editing. So yeah, as always, I am sending you guys lots of love. I have my playlist, like I said, and remember, you're beautiful no matter what you look like, because you're you. Because you're you. You're beautiful because you're you. If you get it, you get it, and if you don't, you don't. It's what's on the inside that matters. So yeah, playlist link below. There's a lot of music on there. I put some Tori Amos on there for you. I got some Lost stuff that I watched. I got Peter Mon's video, I think. So yeah. So as always, I love you again, and I guess I'll see you in the next video, right? Right? Be safe, guys, and have fun doing whatever you're gonna do. Memorial weekend. Yes. And remember, our girls over at Pretty Basics said that Macy's is having a sale, which I might be hitting up this weekend. They had some good deals over there. They did. So might be checking that out. Okay. I better go. Cheers, guys. Cheers.